Now to breaking news in Virginia Beach. This afternoon, the families of Donovon Lynch and DeShayla Harris are demanding justice in their deaths. The news comes a day after prosecutors said they would not charge the Virginia Beach police officer who killed Lynch during a night of chaos and violence at the oceanfront. Lynch's father could not contain his frustration when speaking about that decision today.
Donovan got killed on that street that night. Donovan Wayne Lynch, my son was murdered. My son laid out on that street all night.
Harris, an innocent bystander, was also killed that night. Police have not found her killer, and we'll hear from her family in just a moment. But we start with Evan Watson, live in Virginia Beach. And Evan, you heard from the Lynch family. It was very emotional, and the Virginia Beach police chief about this shooting.
The Lynch family is renewing its calls for a federal investigation into the shooting death of Donovon Lynch. Family members said it's clear that investigators said yesterday Lynch did nothing wrong or illegal and that he shouldn't have been killed. A special grand jury found that Officer Solomon Simmons acted in, quote, justifiable self-defense of himself and others when he shot and killed Donovon Lynch at the oceanfront. Lynch's family members say that conclusion is unacceptable. They say Lynch was never a threat. He was a legal gun owner and was holding his gun for protection after hearing 50 gunshots fired in the parking lot next to him. Family members and advocates say they're disappointed but not surprised with the jury's findings. They say that's why they already filed a federal lawsuit. At a news conference today, Karen Bertrand, with Lynch's father and sister behind him, said the decision places a burden on the family to clear Donovan's name.
What was the crime? What was the reason? And be clear, Virginia Beach, that there is so much of a message that you're sending to your people, and it is a terrible one. Forget toxic. This is lethal.
Now that the criminal investigation is finished, Virginia Beach Police and Chief Paul Newdigate begin their administrative investigation to determine if there were any policy violations. Newdigate said he couldn't say if Lynch did anything wrong or why Officer Simmons didn't show more restraint.
I haven't had a chance to review all that body-worn camera video. As you remember, we turned this over to the Virginia State Police early. The limited amount of body cam video that I've seen is what was shown yesterday. We need to do our investigation, and we need to determine what really occurred.
Wayne Lynch told The Room that this case is not over. He will continue to push for justice for his son. Reporting live in Virginia Beach, Evan Watson for 13 News Now.
All right, Evan, thank you. Well, we reached out to the FBI today. A spokesperson for the Norfolk field office told 13 News Now they're reviewing the facts of Lynch's death to determine whether a federal response is warranted.